It's not hard to think of well-known visionary leaders of the 21st century. Steve Jobs, Sheryl Sandberg, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Oprah Winfrey. However, there's no denying that Elon Musk deserves a spot near the top of the most effective leaders. He's founded some of the most innovative companies in the world, including X.com, which later became PayPal, SpaceX, and Tesla Motors. A serial entrepreneur, he's also founded lesser-known companies like Neuralink, a neurotechnology company, and The Boring Company, focused on infrastructure and tunnels for transportation. With such a long list of businesses and achievements under his belt, it's no wonder that Elon Musk's leadership style has become an area of interest and fascination. He has a reputation as being equal parts genius and workaholic, and employees are quick to admit that working for him is simultaneously challenging and rewarding. So, like any leadership style, the Elon Musk leadership style approach comes with some distinct benefits and drawbacks. We're digging into the details of the leadership style of Elon Musk and what you can learn from his groundbreaking career. Let's get academic for a second. When you think about the defined leadership styles, Elon Musk's style is best defined as transformational. He believes there's a better way to do everything, and he sets his sights on constant improvement. He has big ideas and wants to unite his team around his sometimes outrageous vision and objectives. From running an aerospace company that manufactures rockets and other spacecraft to disrupting the electric car market, it only makes sense that a core pillar of Musk's approach involves out-of-the-box ideas. Now that you have a high-level overview of how Musk performs to run his team and companies, let's dig into the details of Elon Musk's leadership traits. We're breaking down 5 of the most important elements of his transformational leadership style, as well as how these relate to different fingerprint for success work style motivations. Number 1. Elon Musk is innovative. Elon Musk said, quote, "Other advice I would give is to not blindly follow trends. Question and challenge the status quo. Make sure you understand the fundamental principles of what you're trying to do before you get into the details. Otherwise, you could be building on faulty ground." He builds rockets, disrupts the automotive industry, and has his sights set on colonizing Mars. To say Musk is innovative would be an understatement. He's known for being bold with an eye to the future. He sees past current capabilities to create ambitious projections that the average person can't envision. And he expects each and every one of his team members to innovate alongside him. Musk's grandiose view and ambitious goals can be intimidating but awe-inspiring at the same time. Most of us can't conceive these things working. He can't conceive it failing, said Jim Cantrell, the first engineer at SpaceX. Needless to say, when you work under Elon Musk, you won't rely on existing procedures and "we've always done it this way" attitude. You'll be expected to think big and quickly turn those ideas into action. Number 2. Elon Musk is inspiring. Elon Musk, quote, "The problem is that a lot of big companies' process becomes a substitute for thinking. You're encouraged to behave like a little gear in a complex machine. Frankly, it allows you to keep people who aren't that smart, who aren't that creative." Many former and current employees admit that working for Musk is rigorous and demanding, yet many point to it as a formative experience in their careers. There's a reason for that. Musk is a highly inspiring leader. While some of his ideas are unattainable, he has the ability to get people excited about his ambitions, projects, and plans. The thing that makes Elon is his ability to make people believe in his vision, said 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐤, the former HR head at SpaceX. Musk is also said to have contagious enthusiasm and energy for his work, which means employees often share his commitment and passion for pursuing their next big idea or source of inspiration. Number 3. Elon Musk is fast-acting. Elon Musk, quote, "Patience is a virtue, and I'm learning patience. It's a tough lesson." Another word that's often used to describe Musk, erratic. He's known for being opinionated and occasionally even short-tempered, and has gone off on his fair share of rants on Twitter. His seeming lack of impulse control has gotten him into some hot water every now and then, but it also enables him to move quickly in his businesses, to jump on ideas and nuggets of inspiration without stifling the flame with too much strategy and detail work. His fast-acting nature offers some benefits in terms of business growth and innovation, but they can also serve as a point of frustration for his team. As Fast Company reported, an engineer might spend 9 months working 100 hours a week on something because Musk has pushed him to. And then, out of nowhere, Musk will change his mind and scrap the project. Number 4. Elon Musk is ambitious. I always have optimism, but I'm realistic. It was not with the expectation of great success that I started Tesla or SpaceX. It's just that I thought they were important enough to do anyway. You don't become a billionaire without a hefty dose of drive and ambition, and Musk is no exception. He's known for setting aggressive and sometimes even seemingly impossible goals for his team and employees. When Elon says something, you have to pause and not blurt out, "Well, that's impossible." You zip it, you think about it, and you find ways to get it done. Number 5. Elon Musk is obsessive. Elon Musk, quote, "work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in 80 to 100 hours a week every week. Improves the odds of success." If other people are putting in 40-hour work weeks and you're putting in 100-hour work weeks, then even if you're doing the same thing, you know that you will achieve in 4 months what it takes them a year to achieve. There are plenty of legends and tall tales about Musk's obsessive personality and workaholic tendencies. He's been said to sleep on a couch in the Tesla factory and work 80 to 90 hours each week, sometimes even more. "I have OCD on product-related issues," he said in an interview. "I always see what's wrong. Would you want that? When I see a car or a rocket or a spacecraft, I only see what's wrong. I never see what's right. It's not a recipe for happiness." That means he can be a bit of a micromanager or even a nanomanager, as Musk described himself in that same conversation with the Wall Street Journal. Elon Musk is a complex person, and his leadership style has its intricacies too. In many ways, he's exhilarating and motivating. In other ways, he's demanding and intimidating. Like any other leader, his approach has its upsides and downsides, and there's plenty to be learned from the way he leads the charge for his employees and numerous companies. Sustainable energy is the fundamental problem the world faces, according to Elon Musk. Every generation needs a pioneer who can transform industries and societies. Elon Musk certainly fits this mold. Musk was a co-founder of PayPal, who, after selling his holdings in that company, looked for ways he could help the world through green, innovative, and futuristic businesses. You may not know his name, but it's likely you've heard of Tesla, his increasingly successful electric car company. Musk is also the CEO of SpaceX, who's developing the tools and technology to allow us to live in space. And finally, he's the chairman of SolarCity, his renewable energy company specializing in solar power for both homeowners and businesses. Musk is such an important figure in the way our future is developing that it's worth looking in more depth at each of his major commercial offerings. SolarCity Corporation was founded in 2006 and has its headquarters in San Mateo, California. In just 8 years, the company has grown so rapidly that they're now America's #1 solar power provider. Presently, they provide 1 out of every 4 new solar electricity systems installed in the U.S. They've achieved this phenomenal success by having a clear goal of making solar energy available to homeowners, businesses, and nonprofit organizations at less cost than they currently pay for energy generated by fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas. Although solar power is the company's primary offering, they also provide energy efficiency audits and build charging stations for electric vehicles. Innovation is at the heart of SolarCity. Tesla Motors Incorporated was founded in 2006 and has its global headquarters in Palo Alto, California. Right from the start, the company had a very clear objective: to commercialize electric vehicles. Firstly, with a premium sports car aimed at wealthy early adopters, and then into more mainstream and affordable electric vehicles. Their goal was quickly realized, as just 2 years after the company's founding, they released the acclaimed Tesla Roadster, the first all-electric sports car. The Roadster offers an astounding 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.7 seconds, and a single charge enables the car to travel up to 245 miles. This impressive car attracted a great deal of attention for the company. Remarkably, Tesla's vehicles are already on the road in 37 different countries. A further testament to their success came in the first quarter of 2013, when Tesla posted profits for the first time in its history. SpaceX, or Space Exploration Technologies Corporation, was founded by Elon Musk in 2002 and has its headquarters in Hawthorne, California. The company was created by Musk with the aim of revolutionizing space technology. The ultimate ambition is enabling people to live on other planets. To achieve these formidable goals, SpaceX designs, manufactures, and launches its own advanced rockets and spacecraft. Key milestones in the company's history include December 2008. NASA awards SpaceX a $1.6 billion commercial resupply services contract. July 2009. SpaceX's Falcon 1 makes history, becoming the first privately developed liquid fuel rocket to deliver a commercial satellite to Earth orbit. December 2010. SpaceX's Dragon became the first privately developed spacecraft in history to re-enter from low Earth orbit. May 2012. The Dragon becomes the first private spacecraft in history to visit the space station. SpaceX's contract with NASA involves using the Dragon spacecraft to deliver cargo to the International Space Station. Currently, Dragon is unmanned, but SpaceX is making modifications to enable Dragon to carry a crew as well. This will take the company a further and significant step towards their end target of helping people live on other planets. Elon Musk has revealed in a short animation clip how he plans to colonize Mars in the next few years. SpaceX released a 5-minute animated promotional video on Tuesday, showing how it plans to land humans on Mars using Mr. Musk's Starship spacecraft. The animation, with a space-themed soundtrack, shows what it may look like if a Starship spacecraft landed on Mars one day. It starts with Starship lifting off beyond the clouds and into space, and the first stage of the rocket separating once the spacecraft is in orbit. The rocket, with its 33 Raptor engines capable of generating over 15 million pounds of liftoff thrust, then vertically lands back on Earth, exactly on the launch pad from which it took off. Starship is seen continuing on its voyage and then descending on Mars as it becomes clear that the video isn't depicting the first voyage of the rocket to the Red Planet. Viewers can see what seems to be a human colony on Mars that has several landing pads. While the video does not mention exactly when Mr. Musk expects the colonization of Mars to happen, the billionaire's bet seems dependent on the success of SpaceX's upcoming generation of rockets. Mr. Musk had said earlier this year that he was optimistic human presence on Mars was possible in 5 years and highly likely in a decade. The Tesla and SpaceX chief said on Monday that the anticipated orbital launch of his most powerful yet Starship spacecraft will happen towards the end of April. About 2 years after the last high-altitude flight test of this rocket, the company is finally preparing to launch the Mars-bound craft into orbit. Mr. Musk said the anticipated launch would happen trending towards near the end of the third week of April. The U.S. Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA, had earlier marked the 17th of April as the primary launch date, with backup dates in place for the 18th through the 22nd of April. In the new planned flight test, Starship and its Super Heavy booster would lift off from SpaceX's Starbase facility in Texas before splashing down off the coast of Hawaii. While the space company had already completed a high-altitude flight test for a Starship prototype, many of its earlier tests ended in the rocket exploding. This prompted the FAA to urge SpaceX to complete an environmental review and adjust flight conditions to avoid it disrupting wildlife. As the most powerful launch system ever developed, Starship will be able to carry up to 100 people on long-duration interplanetary flights. Starship will also help enable satellite delivery, the development of a moon base, and point-to-point transport here on Earth. SpaceX's Starship spacecraft and Super Heavy rocket, collectively referred to as Starship, represent a fully reusable transportation system designed to carry both crew and cargo to Earth orbit, the Moon, Mars, and beyond. Starship will be the world's most powerful launch vehicle ever developed, capable of carrying up to 150 metric tons fully reusable and 250 metric tons expendable. Starship is the fully reusable spacecraft and second stage of the Starship system. The vehicle offers an integrated payload section and is capable of carrying crew and cargo to Earth orbit, the Moon, Mars, and beyond. Starship is also capable of point-to-point transport on Earth, enabling travel to anywhere in the world in 1 hour or less. Super Heavy is the first stage, or booster, of the Starship launch system, powered by 33 Raptor engines using subcooled liquid methane, which is CH4, and liquid oxygen, or LOX. Super Heavy is fully reusable and will re-enter Earth's atmosphere to land back at the launch site. The Raptor engine is a reusable methane-oxygen staged combustion engine that powers the Starship system and has twice the thrust of the Falcon 9 Merlin engine. Starship will be powered by 6 engines, 3 Raptor engines and 3 Raptor vacuum engines, which are designed for use in the vacuum of space. Super Heavy will be powered by 33 Raptor engines, with 13 in the center and the remaining 20 around the perimeter of the booster's aft end. Elon Musk is developing plans to launch a new artificial intelligence startup to compete with ChatGPT maker OpenAI, as the billionaire seeks to join Silicon Valley's race to build generative AI systems. The Tesla and Twitter chief is assembling a team of artificial intelligence researchers and engineers, said people familiar with the tech entrepreneur's plans. Musk is also in discussions with a number of investors in SpaceX and Tesla about putting money into his new venture, said a person with direct knowledge of the talks. "A bunch of people are investing in it. It's real, and they're excited about it," the person said. Musk incorporated a company named 𝐥.AI on March 9th, according to Nevada business records. He's the company's only director. Musk recently changed the name of Twitter to 𝐥 in company filings, as part of his plan to create an everything app under the brand X. For the new product, Musk has secured thousands of high-powered GPU processors from NVIDIA, said people with knowledge of the move. GPUs are the high-end chips required for his aim to build a large language model, AI systems capable of ingesting enormous amounts of content and producing human-like writing or realistic imagery, similar to the technology that powers ChatGPT. The speed with which Musk is moving will raise eyebrows in some corners of the AI community after he led a letter, co-signed by thousands of other tech figures, calling for a pause on development of GPT-style models over safety concerns. The billionaire's potential entry into the hot generative AI market will add yet another venture to his diverse portfolio of responsibilities and investments. This includes running Twitter and Tesla, as well as founding SpaceX, his $137 billion rocket maker, Neuralink, a neurotechnology researcher, and The Boring Company, a tunneling startup. Musk is recruiting engineers from top AI labs, including DeepMind, according to those with knowledge of his plans, who said he began to explore the idea of a rival company earlier this year in response to the rapid progress of OpenAI. Musk has brought on 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐵𝐿, a former DeepMind employee, and roughly half a dozen other engineers. The information previously reported Babushkin's early talks with Musk. The new company would allow Musk to take on OpenAI, the Microsoft-backed group that he founded in 2015. He left the board 3 years later amid clashes with its management, including over attitudes to AI safety, according to 2 people who were involved in OpenAI at the time. Shortly afterwards, the organization morphed into a for-profit startup and raised a $1 billion investment for Microsoft. Since then, Musk has become increasingly vocal in his fears of broader existential threats from AI systems. He's also publicly criticized OpenAI for becoming, in his view, less transparent and too commercially minded in its pursuit of advanced AI. Musk is particularly concerned about the threat of models such as GPT-4, OpenAI's latest release, to spew falsehoods and show political bias. During a Twitter Space interview this week, Musk was asked about a Business Insider report that Twitter had bought as many as 10,000 NVIDIA GPUs. "It seems like everyone and their dog is buying GPUs at this point," Musk said. Twitter and Tesla are certainly buying GPUs. People familiar with Musk's thinking say his new AI venture is separate from his other companies, though it could use Twitter content as data to train its language model and tap Tesla for computing resources. While the AI team's exact position in Musk's corporate empire remains unclear, he recently moved Twitter Incorporated, which he bought for $44 billion last year, into a new holding company, 𝐥. During this week's Twitter Space session, Musk enthused about Tesla's homegrown supercomputer Dojo, which the electric car maker uses to train its autopilot self-driving system. "I think there's a lot of potential there with Dojo that people don't realize," Musk said. He has hinted that Dojo could be opened up to other companies as a service, similar to how Amazon rents out its vast server infrastructure as AWS. A Musk-backed generative AI venture would enter an increasingly crowded and well-financed market. Tech giants Microsoft, Google, and Amazon are jostling with startups such as OpenAI, Anthropic, Adept, and Stability AI, who have together raised billions of dollars in recent months. When Musk left OpenAI in 2018, the public explanation for the split was that he wanted to focus on Tesla, which was also investing heavily in AI. Tesla was competing for some of the same people as OpenAI, and I didn't agree with some of what OpenAI teams wanted to do, Musk tweeted in 2019, adding that it was better to part ways on good terms. People involved in OpenAI at the time of his departure say Musk clashed with other board members and staffers, including differences between his and their company's choices regarding AI safety. Another person who was involved in the company at the time described a tense all-staff meeting in 2018 to explain Musk's departure. The highest morale moment for the business at that time was the happy hour we hosted after parting ways with Musk, the person said. Musk and OpenAI did not immediately respond to requests for comment. And with that, we've reached the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content just like it.